A guy that's looked pretty good, is Reggie Ragland, the guy they signed off of the practice squad and has played pretty well the last couple of years. Kevin Stefanski was asked about needing bigger linebackers. Is that something they would look at in the offseason? Bigger linebackers like Reggie Ragland. Here's his answer.
Those are all things that you'd think about after the season, but I'll tell you, Reggie's brought a good, spirit to the locker room, having him around the building. So I think he's a good football player, excited to have him, but also nice to have a veteran, a guy who's kind of been around and seen different things. So he's fit in very well with our locker room. Reggie does bring that element to the game. I mean, you saw it on display this past Sunday. He's a physical football player. We know when you're playing the Steelers, it's a physical football game. They do a nice job in their run game, big physical running backs, a varied scheme. So you expect that you're going to have to play a very physical 60-minute game.
The other thing that, in listening to that strikes me is they were awfully young. And I think in retrospect, they wish they weren't quite as young at a couple positions.
Yeah, and if you go back to the beginning of the season, when we talked in the preseason, remember how excited we were about Anthony Walker as not just a great linebacker, but a veteran presence and a proven leader. And I think it took them a while to fill that void. And I think Ragland has done a very good job of doing that. He's playing better than I've ever seen him play before across what he's been with at least 3 different teams and sort of washed out with all those and was one of those guys that's like, God, if he was just a little bit more athletic, we could play him a lot, but he's just not. And he's found a home in Cleveland. I do hope that they bring him back. And I think it's less about the size and more about the leadership and the presence and the intelligence. Look, Taki's a big dude for a linebacker. Walker, I really do think that when we go back and dissect what happened when the season's over after Sunday, one of the things that we're going to look at is, man, they really missed a Walker a lot more than I think that anybody thought they would. And again, give Ragland credit and give Joe Wood some credit for finding a guy who can do what he wants him to do there. But that's a definite, and you can sort of see it in Stefanski's eyes there. Like, yeah, we like the leadership a lot, and I think that's something that they're going to look for this offseason. But again, Walker was going to be that guy, and I don't want to put all of it on him, but when they lost him, they lost a whole lot of vitality and locker room spirit and cohesion that they never really replaced until, unfortunately, it was too late.